How may I be of service, my lady? I was the steward of your keep at Cad Nua, my lady. Long before your time, I had my soul bound to a throne of Ardraban. And for nearly 200 years, I felt Cad Nua and the comings and goings within it like an extension of myself. It is a strange connection to lose. Still, it would be unseemly for me to complain of loss to you, my lady.
Thank you again for maintaining my story in front of Vanessa and the others. I didn't enjoy deceiving them, but it seemed simpler than the alternative. I realized there could be nothing between us. But it was nice to have a friend all the same. You stood with me through more than anyone I've ever known. But a lot has happened over the last 5 years. After we parted, I set out to destroy the Leaden Key. It's controlled us for too long. I wanted to free Kith from it. So for 5 years, I've been tracking down Leaden Key circles, trying to undo them. The task has been more difficult than I anticipated. I don't think I fully understood the weight of the decisions I would have to make. It was much easier when I only had to follow someone else's lead. My father's, Theos's, yours. I know, and I have. After we defeated Theos, I thought the hard part of undoing his work would be tracking down the Leaden Key's members and operations. Perhaps this would be easier with an example. I went to a village in Old Valia, a run-down backwater of a place. Centuries ago, the Leaden Key had intervened to end some heretical cult. The details were lost, but what had endured was a practice of ritual bloodletting. A gruesome, pointless tradition. At every full moon, the villagers would feed the soil with their blood. No one, young or old, sick or hale, was exempt. The village priest administered the practice. Grim old fellow. Reminded me of Theos. He was a tyrant. I was certain that if the villagers were free of his influence, they'd be free from the bloodletting too. So I arranged for him to have an accident. The old man died, and the villagers were terrified. They were convinced his death was an ill omen. They blamed it and every other mishap that befell them, so they began bloodletting every week, turning on their neighbors for giving too little. Instead of a handful dying each year, a few perished every week. I had to do something, didn't I? I keep wondering what I might have done differently, or how I could have known better. I suppose so. I should get some rest. It's been a long day, and you've given me a lot to think about. Ah, that. I'm looking for an old Leaden Key sect. I found several references, but I want to be sure. Please, let me go over my notes again. Then I promise I'll tell you everything. You know me too well. All the same, I need to gather my thoughts.
Hey, this brings back some memories, huh? I want the destruction to stop. I want him to finish what he's doing and then go in peace. Only I don't see it playing out that way. If you like. I like that feeling, knowing we'd stop Theos. We were part of something big. That was something I never felt before, not even at war. Guess I went looking for it again. Not that I wanted to tangle with gods, but something smaller. Something I thought I could manage. I looked all around the Deerwood, but that place has too many ghosts for me. Ended up moving to Adir and tracking down my parents. They went there as refugees after the war ended. In part, I guess. Adir, they still got some bad blood with Deerwood. Some Adirans like to give Deerwoodans a hard time they get the chance. With my folks, a group came along and tried to take their land. Made a phony claim to it. I sat down with them and we had a friendly negotiation. One fella, I don't think he'll ever be able to look to his right again. My folks, well, they didn't see me the same after that. I don't know if that was something we could have avoided or if it was the cost of trying to fix things.
Agrasima, Casita, for taking me on.
Ahoy, Captain. Truth be told, Ferrante half expects us to get our asses blown out of the water at Fort Deadlight. Of course, I do that by way of good old traditional chicanery. And the most important part of any hornswoggle? Solid planning. Well, that and surviving. I did say contacts, didn't I? Contact would be more accurate, in the singular. A lass by the name of Siri. Might have, shake. Regardless of how she feels about me, there's no love lost betwixt her and Benwith, that's for damn certain. Ugh, random? What do you take me for, Captain? Oh, mighty kind of you, Captain, given how useful I look. Oh, you be asking me for a plan. Frankly, I were curious to witness how the famed Watcher of Cad Nua would... But since you asked, just give me a tick. Vast. I might have pulled a plan out of this. Way I see it, we have an option or two ranging from the wildly dangerous to the fantastically suicidal. So tell you me, Cap, what be your preferred approach to problems unapproachable? Smart play for crashing any party involves scavenging yourself up an invite, and then dressing to impress. Aye, Captain, from stem to stern. Looking the part in this case means hoisting colours identifying us as Principe. Don't have to tell you how dangerous such a bit of fabric can be if the wrong person catches you flying it. Well, Principe captains don't just give up their flag. Nekataka's black market. If there be a Principe flag for sale, it'll be there. Mark it up and relocates every so often to avoid the Royal Guard. We'll just have to find wherever it currently be anchored. Aye, Captain.
You're far from home, farmer. How did you make it all this way in your...
Why do we gotta be farmers just because we're from Deerwood?
Are you a farmer?
Yeah, but you can't just assume. We got rabble-rousers, too.
I'm the harbor master, Kauha. I must ask your reason for docking in Neketaka. Yeah, you do need to see someone, truly. I think it's the animancers in the spire you're looking for. To help with your head.
Show them. Show them what you are. Yes. Yes. That's it.
What's the matter with you? What are you doing? If you're trying to scare us with some cipher mischief, save the purple flames for the tribes of the Outer Islands.
Now.
What? What is this?
Run for it! You got style, Cap. Worm-riddled, ship-sinking, flat-fucking freaky style.
It is not as easy as it seems to turn a profit in Neketaka, but there is opportunity.
Care for a fish or two, stranger? You'll find no fresher.
Welcome! Venturing out past the city. Of course. Take your time.
Dora must think I work for free. Be with you in just a... almost had it. Damn your eyes. Hazard of the work, really. Came in on the sloop? I can hammer your ship together if you're... Back for more, are you? Aye. Captain Redora hasn't paid me for her while I'm up to my nose in debt, the wild men... And now, pirates are holding my feet to the... If I don't get Redora's payment, I might as well start carving my swallow net. You do that? It all comes down to blasted pans and pyres in the...
Need a fresh jacket or pants? Something more delicate? Take your time.
We're full up, I'm afraid. If you're looking for lodging, you'll have to hope there's room at the tavern. You'll find Otello Valera upstairs in his study. We do indeed. Forgive me if I mistook you for a tenant. There are quarters set aside upstairs. But it's not my place to share the dealings of the Valera family. Suffice it to say that a family in want of But I've said enough. Speak with Otello if you have business with the Valera house. Well, as they say, business can always be better, yes? I'm sure I needn't book.
See something. Well, leave it to me. I'll take care of it.
Ah, a new face in the Valera halls. Courtly manners are welcome here. My time is not inexhaustible. What can I do for you? But I am willing to spare it. Valera ships escort goods and merchants from... The Principe dogs show us their stern whenever they spot Valera.
Leave it to a swabby from the Republics to think a pirate showing them their rear be a compliment.
A new face to the Valera halls. I always make time for chatter. Is drama an acceptable answer? I make sure the wine cellar is stocked, and that sons and daughters alike know how to carry a blade.
I'll see it done.
Good night, Watcher. We can speak in the morning.
What is it? Of course. Well?
Don't think I can pull that off.
I'll deal with this. Done. Leave it. Of course. I'll see it done.
Ah, a new face in the Valera halls. Courtly manners. My time is not in exhaust. Valera ship, the prince.
Leave it to a swabby from
Valera ship, the prince.
Leave it to a...
I'll take care of it.
I have already dislodged one trespasser from my head. I have no interest in another.
Sorry, lad. Thought that chip on your shoulder were for all to see.
Do you ever have a thought and just decide to keep it to yourself?
More'n you know, my dearin' mate. More'n you know.
Leave it to me.
Well met, stranger. If you feel like investing in protection, I'd be willing to trade iron for copper. I assure you that everything I sell is well Marihi. You can find in Pariki's overlook. Lots to see. Take...
So she asked him what he calls that trick, and he says, the consueli. You the one causing trouble in Cotter's neighborhood? I thought Remaro's pup kept better company.
Ahoy, friend. So you still be doing that old referring to yourself by name thing? Would have thought it'd have cost you enough lays by now to be dropping that affectation.
Cotter has not missed the sound of your voice. Your smoke and mirror ghosts do not impress Kaletzia, and they do not scare Cotter.
Sorry, Valian names all sound the same to me. Which one is the pretty wolf?
You'll know soon enough. Kota likes you already. What do you want? Siletia is Kota's heart. She is his rage and his spirit. Zamar has money problems. Kota has solutions. The little man doesn't know how to count his coins. Kota heard a newcomer was talking with Zamar.
Wrong play, Cotter. Let's be keeping this the friendliest of friendly fucking chats.
Look, Siletia. Your supper comes with blue fur. Tell the shipwright to accept Kota's deal before he suffers another setback. Not Siletia.
There's better ways to scare him than threatening innocence.
Ekosi, and whose side are you on? Your Casita or the wolf? No one threatens Kota, you overstuffed boil. This one's not worth it.
I'll see it done.
Ahoy there. Any news worth telling? Best news I've heard since I arrived on this rock. What of Captain Redora? Has she sobered up yet? Or do we need to shake her by her ankles? Did she now? Matters being what they are, Redora's commission is yours, if you can afford it. That'll be the Iron Thunderer. A cannon well-deserved of her name. Maybe she doesn't stand up to Rawatai standards, but she's got heart. For 1,000 pyres, she'll crack a hull, scour a sail, or splinter a deck like an imp with something to prove. You will? I mean, you will! Your vessel will spit fire like a worm with a belly full of fire kelp.
my postinago of a brother. You there, have you seen Laro Bardato? Madico, where is that spoiled brat? Laro is past due for a company meeting. Mother wants me to drag the elusive louse back by his... You'd think this district was a maze, the way he manages to hide. The spirit magnet. If you desire to get in the graces of the Valiant Trading Company, we can help each other. Could I persuade you to watch out for Laro? I'd pay generously for your trouble. I'm concerned, because Laro tends to feud with Orso, one of the local Valera rats. It's Ali Bardato. The Valiant Trading Company lead. If only more of her offspring were as accomplished. Ak, consider it done. There. Laro and his miscreant friends carouse at the tavern, the falls above the Adra Mill, and the southwestern bridge. If you see him, tell Laro to get his good-for-nothing ass back home.
Well, we do have this thing with chasing a rogue god to the ends of Aora, but I guess if it's on the way...
I just hope Laro doesn't bring ridicule to the Bardato name.
Leave it to me.
Ah, yes. The newcomer. I thought you might visit. Lady Izali Bardato. Custom dictates, I say, at your service. But I have not the time for such lies. If you have business with House Bardato, then speak on. Are you still with me? I'd venture that you're working too hard. Ugh. My bank shoulders the costs of the Valian trade. It is said that no Valian may wipe them.
If that's true, we gotta stop shaking hands with them.
I'm certain you've touched worse, farmhand.
Welcome to the Bardato Vault. You have an appointment, madam? Then you are welcome.
safe in the vault.
As you wish.
Have yourself a look at that, mate.
Oh, hello. Welcome to my shop. It's such a pleasure to see a new face. How might I assist you? Certainly, sir.
The Queen is holding court today with the Valians and Rowattians.
How long before they're killing each other?
Wager on it?
If you are here about the taxes, tell the Queen... Oh, you are not the tax collector. What business brings you to my mill?
Okay.
You go around asking just anyone in Queen's Birth personal questions. Maybe you end up dead in a ditch. Lucky for you, I am a woman of honor. I direct luminous milling for the Valian Trading Company. It's a nice job, huh? You want to know more? Buy me a drink first, per guano. We mill luminous, of course. Take big chunks, break into smaller chunks, pair con planquenet. It is really not so complicated. Good day.
way you can bring Islamir back. The whole point of suppressing her was to keep her out of my head. I miss her impressions. Oh, she could do this one of you. Which she did over and over. Was real good, though. She could do all your twitching, your squeaky voice when you got nervous.
I'll take care of it.
All right. Which one of us... That's 10 in a row. That's some talent you got.
Aye, the talent of noticing who you be glancing at before you ask me who you be thinking of.
Keep your voices down, my cullies. You want something? You want something?
Where there's a pick, there's a wood. It's finished.
See something you like? Aloth! This is the last place I expected to see you. Have your interests changed so much since our time at Bragon Hill?
No, I still enjoy tile puzzles and deflecting personal questions. Anyway, what are you doing here?
I could ask the same of you. I make my own hours, meet fascinating people, and the coin's nothing to sneer at. Better than stuffy old books and unflattering robes.
This is Ymir, an old friend from my academy days.
A pleasure to meet you. It's good to see you again, Aloth.
It was lovely seeing you. Perhaps lovely is too strong a word. I meant pleasant. I can see where I may have confused the poor fellow in our academy.
Did you enjoy the show? There's more to see, if you're interested. Ah, the money-minded type. I've always found fiscal responsibility very attractive. Might follow me, then. I wouldn't mind seeing you again, so long as you come with coin. See something you like? Did you enjoy the show? There's more to see, if till later then.
Come, lay your head on my breast. I will read to you the work of my favorite poet, Skilber. It's futile to attempt to summarize the whole of a person in simple words. How to capture their dreams, the desires of another, their feel and taste. But I appreciate your curiosity nonetheless. I am an actor. Trained from childhood. Difficult for you to believe, I'm sure. My troupe were my family, and we traveled the whole of the Adir Empire, performing the classic literatures to cheering audiences. The work was good when the crowds were grateful, and their pockets swelled with coin. I found a more dependable application of my talents here. To touch the hearts of others with my voice. Have you come to hear some verse? 100 copper pans, come. Do you know Skilber? She wrote in the time before Adir's marriage to Kulkin, when the kingdom was fire-bright and yearning for a purpose. Now, listen.
An exquisite poet. Oh, this shall be a rare treat.
Ship at dawn, its face pressed to the sea's slick lips. My sister and you. A sailor died in lantern light. The wind, my brother's fingers pulling at your hair. His breath hot and boastful. I, a horizon whose borders your thumb has not traced in years. You, slack-jawed and groaning, your chin in the hard grip of longing, led stumbling through the waves. A pleasant diversion, yes? Visit...
Ahoy, Captain. If I could bend your ear a moment, I'll be aiming to thank you for bringing me aboard. You run a tight shop, and you ain't no terrible person, either. It'd be a welcome change from the gentleman of leisure. I've a gift for you. This trinket be from one of the first ships I hunted. Malnage would have snatched it had I not found the perfect hiding spot. You be entirely welcome. Now, if you'll pardon me, I've roundabout reached my limit for sentiment.
Come to seek ablutions for your sins? Ha! Get it? Ablutions, absolution, massage, bath, whatever you need. Just ask. 250 copper. Best massage in Nekataka. That's what they tell me anyway. No. These old poems. You know how it is. Or you, for that matter.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
I'll see it done.
You say I cannot down the rest? Watch me, amico. Madico, it is no wonder I thirst. Ado, why do you stare? Agrasima, even in the oasis I am parched. If you grant wishes, there is a vacancy on my ship.
Yet another reminder that not every seaworthy vessel be crewed up to the standards of the sorcerer.
Sientere, sere. Next time around the wheel, perhaps. The fun ran dry with the coin. When the dancers see more than an empty purse, I will be a content Radora.
Ado, my friend. I knew our paths would cross eventually. Que? No, you mistake me. I am not one of the courtesans. Tell me, you are the one who sails that fine ship, Ak? Terrorize the docks with spirits, Ak? I am Aboko, and I am positioned to offer... 1,000 times I practiced my speech. Merda, never did it go this poorly. Agrasima. Do you know what my problem is, Anik? I am supposed to be in the business of giving bounties. But I know no one who hunts them. No one will unfurl their sail for my humble payments. But I must start from the bottom and work my way to the top, Ak? Agrasima, my friend. If you are ever lacking in drinking money, you know where to look.
My one solace from the tedious bureaucracy.
Hail and welcome to the Wild Mare, friend. Now, what can I do for you? You see anything you like?
Where in the blazes is that old man? Have you seen an old elf hanging around here lately? Dresses funny, probably drunker than an eel in a barrel of mead. Andra's crushing void, I thought as much. Listen, the guy I'm looking for owes me a lot of money. 5,000 coppers. You help me find him, and I'll give you 20%. Fine, Andra's great sagging tits, fine. I can't thank you enough. No one's been willing to so much as tell me the date until the man I'm looking for, Oswald, was especially fond of one of the courtesans upstairs. Maybe you can get more out of her than I can. She refuses to speak to me, the snippy little cur. She wasn't receptive to my particular charms. Let's see you do better. Maybe you can get more out of her than I can. She refuses to... What do you want to know? It's my fault, really. I should have known better than to believe that damned old drunk knew what he was doing. Man's a wizard. You understand, and a tinkerer. He convinced himself and must have been a crock of shit, because one day he up and ran without a word of explanation or apology. I thought I knew him better than that.
Now, well, you're in luck, friend. The Wild Mare employs a number of courtesans skilled in satisfying. You'll find them upstairs. They handle their own coin, too, so be seeing you.
You want to speak with me? You do it in my room. You want to speak with me? You do it in my room.
There's something ahead.
See something you like? Did you enjoy the show, I suppose? I was raised in the Adir Empire. When I was young, then you know how terribly boring it is. Till later, then.
Have you come to hear some verse? I'm sure I don't know who you're talking about. Now please leave. Oswald has visited oft of late. He's a sentimental old man, and he longs for the words of our homeland, Adir. He's grown paranoid recently, however, always muttering about the shadows following. He came to me in a panic a few days ago and shoved his journal into my hands. He told me he'd be back for it, but I've not seen hide nor hair of him since. I wonder, perhaps his journal would help you find him. Here, take this key. You'll find the journal in my armoire.
Leave it to me.
Have you got any leads on that mad old goat yet? Oh, Oswald, you really stepped in it now, haven't you? Getting mixed up with Woodikins? Where could they have taken him? Not really. To be honest, I spent most of the trip out from Defiance Bay, bent over the bulwark, giving Andra a taste of my innards. Damn, if only I could find that captain who gave us passage to the Deadfire. Bet he'd know. Wait a tick. When our ship neared Nekataka, the bosun told me about a weird temple on an island in the Karatapu Channel, southwest of the city. She wouldn't tell me what it was for, though. Got real spooked when I asked. Go take a look then, and let me know what you find. With any luck, you'll catch the old goat there in one piece, and we'll both leave here with some weight in our purse.